uh, what do you say? What can anyone say? India, and rape, no? India and rape. India and crimes against women. India and, you know, how unsafe it is for women. They're so interrelated. It's like it has become like no surprise. Now, when you say India, there is news about rape. India, there's a news about something horrific that happened to an underage child, a girl child. It's no longer surprising. I'm very sorry to say, I'm very sad to say this, that the country that, you know, we Indians belong to, maybe it's because of the population of 1.4 billion that, more the number of people, more the crimes. Maybe it's that. I don't know what it is. But I'll tell you what is despicable. I'll tell you what is disgusting is these Indian nationalists, no? This Hindutva nationalists, these BJP hardline supporters. You talk to them about any problem about India, any problem, corruption, uh, unemployment, uh, even rape, anything you say negative. Oh, what about Pakistan? Oh, what about America? What? But if you speak about, let's say, this Indian person got a gold medal. Yeah, India, India. That time they don't say, oh, what about America? Like, for example, if an Indian got a gold medal or silver or bronze in the Olympics, you'll never hear that same Indian say, hey, what about America? America got, 100 medals, 200 medals. No, there they'll not. There they will take credit for it. And best part is they will take credit for it. Like how our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi, anytime there is anything good, he'll put his photo and he will, you know, obviously that's a branding, this thing to show under my leadership. But if there is a crime, if there's a failure, if there is something horrific, I don't see any leader, forget Narendra Modi, forget BJP. They will wash their hands and say, no, it's not us. Sorry. No. So here, once again, we have, it's, I don't know, it's not just horrific, it is sad that we have a child, we have a small child, we have a 15-year-old girl who had been raped for 2 years by Indian men for 2 years. Imagine the savagery. Imagine the dirt, the lust, the animalistic instincts which are so deeply embedded in these men that they didn't spare a 15-year-old child. And that also 14 men for the last 2 years. 14 men. They didn't spare this small child. You know, many times there are news articles about small children being raped, babies. I honestly, I don't have the heart to put it online. Sometimes I see these videos on, news on Instagram, and it's too horrific. In fact, there was one very disturbing. If I even were to say it, it is you'd be shocked. I'll just give the term bestiality. You can Google search what it is. Don't see the images, but an Indian who was so drunk was actually engaging in that. I don't want to give details. I was horrified that it was on Instagram. So in this particular case, we have a poor little 15-year-old girl. She's a Dalit. She is from that Hindu community where they treat them like lower class. You know, Hinduism, now, with all the things that they like to brag about. It's like, I don't know which person said this. When Muslims are there, it'll be again Hindu versus Muslims. But if you eradicate all the Muslims, then it'll be Hindus against Hindus itself. Upper class, lower class, Brahmins and Dalits, and they live in a hierarchical kind of society where they think they're chosen and the others are all dirt. In some places, they are saying there are 17 accused men, 14 who allegedly raped her for 2 years, and in some cases, they are saying 13. Anyway, the summary of the whole thing is this 15-year-old girl from the scheduled caste community, Dalit, and her mother, who's a laborer because her father passed away, these animals, they knew that she couldn't protect herself. They started abusing her from the age of 13. And they even blackmailed her by taking photographs and videos. These Indians, huh? And they forced her into sexual acts. The crime was only discovered when her mother approached the police, finding out that her daughter was pregnant. The doctors had decided it's too late for an abortion for a 15-year-old child. Police have arrested 17 people, 13 on June 9th and 10th, including 3 minors, 14 adult men, aged 18 to 51. Some have been accused to be from an influential community in the village. The main accused is still large. The case has been filed under serious laws like POCSO, Protection of Child from Sexual Offences, and the police are seeking a DNA for the unborn child. What it highlights is the vulnerable situation that the poor Dalits, the poor people in India, the poor Hindu community has to undergo. That also Hindus harming and hurting Hindus. Despite the advanced stage in the pregnancy, no one in the village alerted the authorities. This is India for you. In the village, nobody came. They suspect the caste stigma and the fear of these Brahmins that they kept the community silent, with some even trying to pressure the girl into marrying one of the accused to hush the matter. But teachers didn't report the absence. They didn't report even after finding out that she was pregnant. The local welfare workers, Graham Mahila Sams Raksha and Mahi police Asha workers failed to check on the vulnerability of the family. She is currently in a government hospital. Authorities plan to move her to a safer hospital for women and children after she gives birth, because sending her home is too risky. I'm pretty sure they'll not spare her. They'll not spare even the baby. This is what these Indian men are. She is anemic and battling depression, and they hope to give her medical and psychological support. India, my dear friends, India, US said it is, rape is increasing, and now this. Just a savage place, man. A savage place. Why do you think I don't want to take my wife or my kid, even for a holiday, even just to see? No, I'm sorry. Please, not India. Sorry. I'm not saying all Indians are like this. I'm not saying all Indian men are like this. But if you know the snake is going to bite, who wants to allow, kid near a snake? I'm sorry, but this is India for you. In today's day and age, this is India for you. This is the reality of India. I want to see which, and trust me when I say this, below this video, below the comments, you'll see Indians justifying this. They'll call me anti-Indian. They'll say, what, Islamic sponsored, Pakistan sponsored, Qatar sponsored. And the best part, they'll say, why don't you talk about Muslims? Why don't you talk about Christians? Why don't you talk about America? This is an Indian channel, and I speak about Indians with Indian news and Indian news links. Okay. And if you don't like what I say, go to another channel. And for those of you who don't want to talk about this and moan and groan and bitch and complain and show your, you know, being anonymous, no? They show their true colors, which I'm very glad, because that is what the mentality of these Indian men are. I doubt they'll spare even their own children. I don't know what else to say. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. That's all I can tell you. Sorry, but this is just too disturbing.